Congratulations, such an amazing film.
Thank you very much.
Out of the gate, I have to ask you, as someone who loves speaking, how hard is it to do a film where there ain't much?
It's really hard. It's really difficult. It was funny, that was probably one of the things I was most scared of is, without dialogue, how do you keep tension? How do you keep pace in the movie? And you find out very similarly to what the family goes through in the movie that what you're most scared of actually ends up being your superpower. So within day 1 or 2, I started watching all these performances, and Emily's pretty good, I guess. But even the kids, you know, like the way they were emoting and the power that they were exuding through just this behavior was incredible. And I thought, wow, we actually have something really special here. And so it turned out to be, I don't know how you beat a movie like this. I mean, doing a movie that, in my opinion, is, the reason why I connected to it is because it's a giant metaphor for parenthood. And we were brand new parents when I read the first script. And, you know, doing it with your wife and doing a silent film like this, or a quiet film, I should say, it's just a unique experience, and I loved every second of it. Did
you have to learn a lot about body language, like, so you can, you know, exude some cool body language things to know, like, you know, the certain...
Like how to smolder and stuff like that?
Sure. Yeah. You know, like, this means I'm not, like, I don't know.
No, I mean, I think what it became was, you know, the awareness of your behavior was really interesting, and I think that we really did pay attention to the way we walked and the way we moved through spaces. And I realized I bump into a lot of things. You know, you bump into a wall, you bump into this, like going through the house, and you can't do it. I also think that there was a way of, I remember Millie was telling us that all our sign language was becoming very personal, and I said, what does that mean? And she said, well, it's so interesting that your character is all about just surviving, and Emily's character is about thriving. So my sign language was very quick, and because I was playing this character who just wanted to make sure you knew enough to survive the day, I was very quick and sort of curt, and Emily's was very flowery and poetic and making sure that the kids knew they were loved. And I thought that was such an interesting thing, that your body's behavior will take on the personality that you have.
Gotta ask you this before we get wrapped up. A couple quick questions for you. It seems that the Hollywood we're in now, and maybe this is different from your film because you were...
Because I'm from 1942, is that what you mean?
1942. You look fabulous.
Thank you.
The world we're living in now, like, there's a petition for the Matt that plays the king in The Crown to donate a lot of his salary because he made more. Are we in a world now where male actors have to, while negotiating their salary, also have to ask, how much is she making so I don't look bad?
Listen, it's a much bigger conversation that is so vital and has been needing to be had for a long, long time. I think that, you know, all these conversations that we're having are a byproduct of a much more systemic problem that went farther and farther back. And so now that it's being exposed, all this stuff is on the table. And I think what you take from it is, you know, equal rights for every single person, you know, no matter where you come from or what you're doing. And so, yes, I think, should actors be asking what they're making? I don't know, but should the agents and the studios be well aware of that? Absolutely. I think the people who are actually doing the paying and doing the hiring need to take this on as this is no longer going to be a, you know, whatever 80-20 type of business. This is going to be a 50-50 business.
And even if a petition comes out after you've already done that, it's like, well, like, I got to look good now.
Yeah, I mean, that's you know, it's up to everybody's own decision, you know. I think Emily got paid more than me in this, so maybe she should think about donating back to me. No, I think, you know, at the end of the day, it's obviously everyone's own personal decision, but the intention of where it's all coming from is absolutely right. And, you know, whatever Matt decides to do is what he wants to do. I mean, Mark Wahlberg donating his money was huge, and I think it's, you know, again, this is all about, if you're going to change something that's been a problem for this long, you got to do it in big swing.
Last question for you.
Yes.
Because everybody wants to know. It seems like The Office is coming back. Is this happening? Are you excited?
I have never gotten a call about it. I would totally love to come back. I mean, the truth of the matter is I think at the end of my career, I'll still be known as, the thing I'll be most known for is playing Jim, which is an honor, and I'd be thrilled about it. So the truth is that's my family. If you ever wanted to bring back my family and get us all together, 100% I'm there. The cool thing about the British shows, they did a Christmas episode where they sort of did one episode to check in with everybody. That to me sounds perfect, but I have not gotten a call. So either this isn't happening or they just don't want me.
Or your battery's dead.
Yeah, exactly.
Honor, dude.
Awesome.
Love
Thank
you,
you
man.
very much.